So welcome to day 3 of the Is It Your Gut Challenge. Today we're going to talk all about your energy and where it's leaking out. So one of the most common symptoms when the gut is a mess is severe fatigue or lack of energy. And that's for a variety of reasons, but it really comes down to where is your energy leaking? Because if we can help you seal up those leaks, you're going to feel so much better. So not only did I suffer with a skin rash all over my body, with severe IBS, constipation, really bad digestive issues, but I also had really bad fatigue. Fatigue so bad that I would literally eat food sometimes and it would knock me out cold. I would wake up, I would feel like I just wanted to go back to sleep. Even though I would be trying to sleep for a very long amount of time, I would always wake up feeling tired, waking up feeling exhausted, having trouble with my sleep. Always felt like I had to sleep sometime later in the day. Then I felt like I needed things like caffeine and stuff like that to pep me up and get me going. And that's because my fatigue was so severe. My energy was literally leaking out, and once I was able to seal my energy leaks, I started to feel so much better, and I started to have so much more energy. And I want to be able to help you today to identify where your energy is leaking out. So far, day 1, we discussed your skin, looking for blemishes, redness, acne, wrinkles, anything that can be signs that the gut on the inside is not doing its job properly. On day 2, yesterday, we spoke about the long brown snake being your poo and how we want to look at your bowel movements in order to know how you're digesting food and what is going on exactly. And today we're going to be covering energy leaks, how to identify them, and how to plug in those leaks so that way you regain your energy and you have your energy back. Because I know that you have a busy life, you have a busy job, and you need as much energy as you can to be able to get through your day, to be able to do the things that you want to do. And so many times when I speak to people, one of the major things is not having enough energy. So on top of being ill and not feeling well, not having energy on top of that makes things a lot harder. This is why it's so crucial for us to heal the gut and restore the gut. And in turn, this is how we plug these energy leaks in. So before we get into that, let's identify some places that your energy could be leaking. The first place is nutrition and food. So energy leaks can come in the form of food. If you're eating highly processed foods, that can be a way that you're depleting your body of nutrients. Not only does that food not have nutrients, not only is processed food dead, but when you absorb it into your body literally needs to use extra nutrients just to break that stuff down, because that food has no nutrients, no enzymes, no anything coming into the body, so it makes it a lot harder for the body to digest. Other foods like sugar, so excess sugar can actually be zapping your energy. It's very inflammatory. Not to mention it puts you on the sugar roller coaster. So when your blood sugar levels are not stable, your energy is going to go with highs and lows. And usually you're going to have a lot of dips throughout your day. So blood sugar imbalance is one. Sugar also affects you on another level because sugar feeds bad bacteria and yeast and fungus. And so when those are overeating and thriving, they are releasing lots of toxins back into the body, and now your body becomes more burdened because it has more to filter out and more to deal with. Also, food sensitivities, that can be another one. If you have food sensitivities or food allergies, they can literally come in and they can zap your energy because your body is actually sensitive to that particular food. And you would know that in the case of if you eat a particular food and you feel very fatigued after, or you feel very wiped out, that can be a sign that you have some food sensitivities or a slight allergy to that food. So food is the first place we have to look in regard to energy draining. Caffeine's another one. Caffeine is huge because so many of us either drink coffee or tea, or we use it because it helps to prep up the body. To pep up the body, but it comes at a cost, because the more of the caffeine you use, it's like stealing from your energy bank account. You may feel a quick burst of energy now, but later on you're going to be zapped. And if this is going on day in, day out, you're actually going to be in debt with your energy balance. And it's going to be very hard to restore. So caffeine needs to be looked at. And if you're on caffeine currently, we have to look at weaning that down slowly to be able to really restore your gut properly. So that way you can regain your energy back, because your energy is really happening through your gut. So food and nutrition is the first thing. We also have to look at relationship energy. And relationship energy leaks can come in the form of grudges, resentments, arguments, isolation, not getting along with others, not having good relationships. So if there's any relationships in your life that are a little rocky or a little unstable and they're not in flow, that's going to zap your energy. They're going to be energy drains, energy vampires. Also, your social circle. If you constantly have people that are draining your energy, or you constantly have people that maybe you have a health issue going on and they're constantly nagging at you to stop watching what you're eating. You don't need to be on a diet. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. Those people can physically be an energy drain. And so you have to either push those people away, give yourself some distance, create some boundaries, or remove some of those people and change your social circle. Because you don't want relationships to zap your energy. All the relationships you have in your life, they should enrich you. They should make you feel good. You should feel happy to be around those people. If not, that's probably not the ideal relationship for you. And in regards to family, same thing applies there. We can't decide the family that we have, but if there's certain family members that either don't believe in you, or they're nagging and complaining all the time, or just not fun to be around, you have to look at maybe not seeing those people as often, because they're only going to drain you further. So we looked at food, we looked at relationships, and the third one is sort of lifestyle, mood and emotion and clarity. And what we mean by that is other ways your energy can leak, not only through food, not only through resentments and grudges and anger and stuff like that, but actually it can also get clogged up through your everyday activity. So if you have a lot of clutter around, if you're disorganized, if you're not keeping track of your schedule, if you're not writing things down, if you have maybe unfinished projects, so if you have a project that you started and then procrastinated about finishing it, these can all be zapping your energy, because anytime we have an uncompleted tasks or things are disorganized, our brain is constantly in the back, still trying to think of the solution to that, still trying to close that loop, still trying to close that gap. So the more open loops we can close and complete, the better you're going to feel. So that way you're not exhausting your precious energy on thinking about any of that stuff. So those are the three main categories of where our energy is getting zapped. So we look at the primary: food, nutrition. Are you eating energy zapping foods? Are you eating sugar? Are you eating foods that you're sensitive to? Are you drinking caffeine? Are you using caffeine? Are you getting adequate sleep? Sleep is a huge one. If we're not getting adequate sleep, that's going to affect your hormone balance. That's going to affect your energy. That's going to affect your recovery if you do work out. So we want to be able to look at that. It's very important that we dial in your sleep and get that as good as possible. And that requires little habits, one at a time, to really get in the groove of having good sleep. There's also some different supplements that could be used for sleep. But we just, for the sake of this video, we just want to identify where the energy is leaking currently, so that way we can create a plan in order to go about fixing those energy leaks. So look at food, look at nutrients, what you're having, what types of foods are you having. Are you having whole, vibrant foods that grow in nature, or are you eating boxed and packaged foods? Also look at your relationships in your life. Is there any relationships that there's anger, resentment, jealousy? Maybe things are not going smoothly. Maybe there's an argument. Get that out into the open. Speak to those people. Connect with them. Maybe there's someone you haven't called in a very long time. Get on the phone. Connect with that person. Plug those energy gaps in that way. And number 3 is our actual lifestyle practices. Are you scheduling your day out? Are you writing out your tasks? If you have an idea, are you writing it out? Are you starting a project and completing it, or are you leaving it for later? So take a look at all of those, and I want you to take a piece of paper today and write down each of those 3 categories. So food and nutrition, relationships, and lifestyle factors. And I want you to identify energy leaks in those separate categories so that way we can create a custom plan for you. And with that, this is exactly why it's important for you to, if you have not already filled out the application for a call, fill out the application for a rapid results call, and then that way we can speak about what you're going through on a personalized basis and exactly where you want to get to, how you want to feel, and then develop a game plan, a custom personalized roadmap for you to go about fixing these issues, whether they're energy leaks, whether they're actual digestive issues, whether they're skin issues, so that way you can regain your health, you can regain your energy, you can have clear glowing skin, and you can feel like a new amazing version of yourself. That's what I have for you in this video. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are talking a deep dive on emotions. I'm Nick, and I'll see you on the next video.